We got the Varden kit here. Let's get this thing out and let's install it. So we're gonna unsnap all the trays. Each tray has hands that go on the top of the wire and feet that snap underneath. We have our structural wire, and this is what we mount to any wall, whether it's inside or outside. Now, the next thing is we've got instructions are part of the liner of the box. It's also a mounting template, and I'm gonna cut this out. Now it's the exact size of the kit, so you can position it on a wall and get an idea, where you want it. This is probably just about right there. I'm gonna just take a drill bit and drill right through here, just enough to make a mark on the wall behind, and then I'll remove this template and I'll mount the cleats. Go ahead and, all right. And we're gonna check level on this too. You can line up on here and see if it's level or not. I've got this thing level, pretty easy. Take one of our fasteners and one cleat. All right, that's perfect. So there's plenty of room in that hole so that when we get the wire on, we can make some minor adjustments, tapping it up and down, in and out, in order to keep everything nice and level. Now we're just gonna repeat that process 3 more times so we get all 4 cleats installed. Now that we've got the 4 cleats on and they're not tight, the wire needs to be with this horizontal bar out toward you, okay, with the vertical bar behind it. So we've got that out front. The second wire down is where we engage the slots and we drop it in. You want to have the wire sitting in the throat of the cleat. But once we've got it level, we're going to tighten it down. And there we are. So now we're ready to go ahead and install the trays. The tray has hands and feet. Engage the hands like this, and you swing it in and snap it. There's 2 ends of this. It's a 5-foot piece, and we put an end cap in here at the top side, and then we've got our fittings that connect to the 1/4-inch drip line. So we take the open end and we run it through the hole in the end of the tray, through the next ones, through this one, and then the end cap is hanging out the side here. We do this 6 times. So now we've got all the drip lines in. Come back to our handy supply line. See, we got the fitting here, just press it on. So we're going to push this over that, and you just give it a little wiggle and it kind of goes over. There we go. I like to put a zip tie through and around, and we provide zip ties in the package to do just this. You didn't know you were going to be an irrigation specialist, but you are now. Now, everything is on. On the end of this, we have a hose fitting. So now we've connected it. I want to run the water and make sure that all my connections are good so that after you put the Varden sock in and you plant your plants, you don't have to keep checking it saying, oh, is that thing working? It works, and you know it beforehand. See the water sitting right here in the middle of the tray, which is what you want, and that little bit of residual water will be absorbed later by the plant. I'm going to show you how to use this tube to fill your sock with your garden media. Take the tied end of the Varden sock mesh, you just drop it down in there, take the mesh and you wrap it around here and leave a couple of inches over the edge. And this is composted garden media right here that I like to use, and I just bucket this in, and as I go along here, I'll stop and just give it a little tap. Now you pull it out, I push the mesh through, get it even, and I can go right to the wall. I'll start on the bottom, put it in, I scrunch it from one end to the other. I'm ready to cut some small holes here and introduce either seed or live plugs of garden plants. Now we've got the other 5 made, and let's go ahead and put them in. You want to even them out, make sure you get kind of the same amount of soil from one end to the other. Now the system is ready to plant. Just grab a pinch of the mesh, and underneath it I take the same scissors and I cut a little hole. Push a finger in there and you can put a plug in there, you can put seed in there, whatever you want to do. Plant as far to the end as I can, and then I split to the 1/4 points. That's 5. We tell you that you can put up to 6 plants per row, so you can get up to 36 plants in this vertical garden. And so you would just need to space your holes out appropriately. Now you've got a nice canvas to work with to grow just about anything. If you want to bring this inside, we're developing a trim kit that has side pieces, a light, a pump, a basin that'll recirculate water and enables you to have vardening come indoors 12 months out of the year to grow nutritious greens and herbs. That's a wrap. It's time for us to varden, and if you want more information, visit our website at vardening.com.